صلوات. صلوات. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والفجر وليال عشر والشفع والوتر والليل إذا يسر هل في ذلك قسم لذي حجر ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بعاد إرم ذات العماد التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد وفرعون ذي الأوتاد الذين طغوا في البلاد فأكثروا فيها الفساد فصب عليهم ربك صوت عذاب إن ربك لبالمرصاد فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه فأكرمه ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرمن وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه فيقول ربي أهانن كلا بل لا تكرمون اليتيم ولا تحاضون على طعام المسكين وتأكلون التراث أكلا لما وتحبون المال حبا جما كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا وجيء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى له الذكرى يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يوثق وثاقه أحد يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. صلوات. الفاتحة.
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. Moving in today's Ruhani Majlis announcement, Majlis by the family of Marhum Ammar Ali Bhai Jamal Datu for the Isale Sawab of Marhum Ghulam Bhai Sher Ali, Marhum Sheikh Yusuf Nafsi, Marhuma Tasneem Bhai Awan, Marhuma Sugra Bhai Ramji, Marhuma Marzia Bhai Datu and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by Al-Haj Amir Ali Bhai Muhammad Ali Walji for the Isale Sawab of Marhum Muhammad Ali Bhai Walji, Marhuma Zainab Bhai Muhammad Ali Walji, Marhuma Kanize Fatima Muhammad Ali Walji, Marhum Mohsin Bhai Muhammad Ali Walji and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by the family of Marhum Al-Haj Ramzan Ali Muhammad Ali Walji for the Isale Sawab of Marhum Muhammad Ali Bhai Walji, मरहूम रमज़ान अली मोहम्मद अली वालजी, मरहुमा मरियम बाई मोहम्मद अली वालजी, मरहुमा शिरीन बाई मोहम्मद अली वालजी, मरहूम अली बाई भीमजी, मरहुमा कुलसुम बाई भीमजी, मरहुमा सलमा बाई वालजी, and कुल मरहुमीन्स. Majlis by Dr. Murtaza Bhai Walji and family for the Saleh Sawab of Marhuma Gulzar Bhai Parapia, Marhum Zakir Shams Kanani and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by Shamim Bhai Amir Ali Walji for the Saleh Sawab of Marhum Rajab Ali Bhai Ukka, Marhuma Rukia Bhai Pir Bhai Danji, Marhuma Leila Bhai Rajab Ali Ukka, Marhuma Yasmin by Rajab Ali Ukka and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by the family of brother Imtiaz and sister Rida Batul for the Saleh Sawab of Marhuma Maryam Bhai Binti Mullah Ali Bhai, Marhum Kurban Bhai, Marhum Kurban Hussain Dungarwala, Marhum Zabir Hussain Dungarwala, Marhum Saifuddin Bhai Dungarwala and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by the family of Abdul Rasul Ramzan Ali Ali Bhai for the Saleh Sawab of Marhum Abdul Rasul Ramzan Ali Ali Bhai, Marhuma Rukia Bhai Binti Mauladina Merali, Marhumins of Mauladina Merali family, Ramzan Ali Ali Bhai family and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by Al-Haj Hussain Bhai Asaria and family for the Saleh Sawab of Marhum Muhammad Ali Kurji Rajan, Marhuma Sherbanu Bhai Muhammad Ali Kurji, Marhum Muhammad Taqi Bhai Dhala, Marhuma Leila Bhai Muhammad Taqi Dhala, Marhuma Shirin Bhai Muhammad Sajan, Marhuma Marzia Bhai Ali Hussain Manji, Marhum Gulambas Bhai Muhammad Ali Kurji, Marhuma Jamila Bhai Asaria, Marhum Asghar Ali Muhammad Ali Kurji, Marhum Kanize Khatun Mehdi Hassan Kaaba, Marhuma Rehana Bhai Muhammad Taqi Dhala and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by Haji Akil Danji for the Saleh Sawab of Marhumins of Danji family, Kasmali Tejani family, Giwala family, Wali Muhammad Rajwani family and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by the family of Ali Bhai Rajab, Marhum Ali Bhai Rajab Ali for the Saleh Sawab of Marhum Ali Bhai Rajab Ali Pardhan, Marhumins of Pardhan family, Panjwani family and Mamdani family. Majlis by Al-Haj Anwar Bhai Ramji for the Saleh Sawab of Marhuma Sugra Bhai Ramji, Marhuma Leila Bhai Ramji, Marhuma Kulsum Bhai Ramji, Marhum Taqi Bhai Ramji and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by the family of Marhum Haji Ramzan Ali Fajr Ali Halani for the Saleh Sawab of Marhum Fajr Ali Halani, Marhum Haji Ramzan Ali Halani, Marhum Pyar Ali Halani, Marhuma Maryam Bhai Mazamba, Marhuma Rehmat Bhai Halani, Marhuma Amina Bhai Halani, Marhum Neemji Virani, Marhuma Zainab Bhai Ghafoor Bhai, Marhum Ali Muhammad Bhai Walji, Marhum Rafiq Hussain Soodji, Marhum Amanullah Bhai Mulji, Marhuma Zehra Bhai Amanullah Mulji, Marhum Hassan Ali Damani, Marhumins of Damani family, Halani family, Virani family and Kul Marhumins. Majlis by the family of Marhum Haji Hussain Ali Muhammad Ali Jaisa Damani for the Saleh Sawab of Marhum Haji Hussain Ali Muhammad Ali Jaisa Damani, Marhumins of Jaisa Damani family and Kul Marhumins. You are humbly requested to recite Surah Fatiha for Kul Marhumins. Al-Fatiha.
Salawat. Nare Takbir, Nare Risalat, Nare Haidari. दरिया में दर आए जो अलम दारे दिलावर, दरिया में दर आए जो अलम दारे दिलावर, घोड़े से झुके मस्क भरी हाथ बढ़ाकर, گوڑے سے جھکے مسک بھری ہاتھ بڑھا کر، منہ باندھ کے تسمے میں رکھا ہرنے کے اوپر، منہ باندھ کے تسمے میں رکھا ہرنے کے اوپر، سا پیاسے ہے اس غم سے نہ لب اپنے کیے تر، س پیاسے ہے اس غم سے نہ لب اپنے کیے تر، اس آنکھوں سے بھائی کی غریبی پیدل آئے، اس آنکھوں سے بھائی کی غریبی پیدل آئے، پیاسے گئے اور نہر سے پیاسے نکل آئے۔ صلوات۔
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات۔ کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، کیسے پرے ہے جسم کے ٹکڑے جدا جدا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، کیسے پرے ہے جسم کے ٹکڑے جدا جدا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو۔ ہے میرے غریب کا کیا حال کر دیا، گوروں سے لاش دشت میں پامال کر دیا، پہچانو کس طرح سے، پہچانو کس طرح سے، بدن سے ہے سر جدا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، پہچان لوں گی میں تمہیں، آواز مجھ کو دو، دم توڑ دے تو دیکھا ہے کری الجوان کو، آنکھوں میں اب بہن کی، آنکھوں میں اب بہن کی اجالا نہیں رہا، کیا تم میرے حسین ہو، پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پہچانا تمہارے لیے بھی کھٹان ہوا دیکھا ہے پہلی بار جو زینب کو بے ردا آتی ہے شرم جلد بتا دو مجھے ذرا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو کرتا رہا ہے ذبح کی کوشش کہاں کہاں خنجر پہ ہے کٹی ہوئی گردن پہ بھی نشان کٹتا ہے کس طرح سے کٹتا ہے کس طرح سے ستمگار نے گلا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو کیا لے گئے ہے لوٹ کے سب کچھ یہ عشق کیا تن پر بچا ہے ماں کا یہ کرتا سلا ہوا نکلے تھے جب خیام سے یہ حال تو نہ تھا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو پتھر ہٹا کے لاش سے زینب نے دی صدا کیا تم میرے حسین ہو الفاتحہ
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات संभालो गीना वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब एहसान मुझ पर इतना करो मेरे सराहने बैठी रहो क्या सोचती हो मुझसे कहो मेरी वसीयत भी सुनती रहो तुम मुझको रोलो मेरे सामने कल से ये आंसू छुपाओगी ना वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब नज़दीक मेरे आओ ज़रा देखो न सुन ले सकीना कहीं जाओगी जब कैद खाने में तुम बिछड़ेगी तुमसे ये बच्ची वही जिंदान में तुम बंदे हाथों से कब्र सकीना बनाओगी ना वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब बेगौर होगा मेरा बदन खाके शिफा होगी मेरा कफन देखो रोना नहीं चैन खोना नहीं तुमको मिल जाए चादर ये होना नहीं तुम अपनी चादर प्यारी बहन खाक के शिफा को बनाओगी ना वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब वादा करो ए बहन ज़ैनब ए बहन ज़ैनब जब बेकसी के माहौल पर शाम ग़रीबा जाने लगे नाना की उम्मत जब बहन ख़ैमे हमारे जलाने लगे जल जाए मसनद بچاؤگی نا وعدہ کرو اے بہن زینب اے بہن زینب وعدہ کرو اے بہن زینب اے بہن زینب بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات سورة المباركة الفاتحة
بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات آج بھی زینب کی آتی ہے صدا بھائی حسین آج بھی زینب کی آتی ہے صدا بھائی حسین تیرا چہرہ تیری آنکھیں بھول کب پائی حسین آج بھی زینب کی آتی ہے صدا بھائی حسین چلتے ناکے سے گرایا خود کو جلتی ریت پر چلتے ناکے سے گرایا خود کو جلتی ریت پر گھٹنیوں کے بل میں تیری لاش تک آئی حسین تیرا چہرہ تیری آنکھیں بھول کب پائی حسین بس میں گھبرائی تھی خنجر تجھ پہ چلتا دیکھ کر بس میں گھبرائی تھی خنجر تجھ پہ چلتا دیکھ کر پھر کسی مشکل میں گر کر میں نہ گھبرائی حسین تیرا چہرہ تیری آنکھیں بھول کب پائی حسین
بہہ رہے تھے آنکھ سے آنسو تیری رخصت کے بعد، بہہ رہے تھے آنکھ سے آنسو تیری رخصت کے بعد، پھر کوئی آنسو نہ ٹپکا، آنکھ پتھرائی حسین، تیرا چہرہ تیری آنکھیں بھول کب پائی حسین، کون تھا جو مرنے والوں میں نہیں تھا خوبرو، کون تھا جو مرنے والوں میں نہیں تھا خوبرو، بھولنے بیٹھی تو کس کس کی نہ یاد آئی حسین، تیرا چہرہ تیری آنکھیں بھول کب پائی حسین، آج بھی زینب کی آتی ہے صدا بھائی حسین،
پر محمد وآل محمد صلوات۔ الفاتحة۔
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات۔ صلی علی محمد وآل Mu'mineen, can I please humbly request you to be kind enough to come forward as much as you can so other Mu'mineens can come and join us as well. Asant. Haji, please come forward. It will highly appreciate. Thank you. Jazakallah. Mu'mineen, now I'll request upon a young master, Mikhail Zuhair Walji. You all know him. He is an excellent orator and he does deliver excellent speeches. Please let's welcome him with a loud Nare Salawat.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu alayki ya Rasulullah. Sallallahu alayki ya Nabi Allah. Wa ala ahli baytika al-madhlumin al-ma'sumin. Salawat. Only 60 years after the passing away of the Prophet, peace be upon him, the Muslims witnessed the rulerships of Yazid. Imam Hussein describes the situation of his time and says, "We are the Ahlul Bayt, the household where the angels visit, whilst Yazid is a transgressor, a drunkard, killer of the blessed people, a one who commits sins openly. A person like me cannot give allegiance to one like him." The Imam said, "Do you not see that the truth is not being practiced and falsehood is not being avoided, such that a believer is eager to meet his Lord?" And when the day of Ashura approached, one that was eager to meet his Lord was Ali al-Akbar. It is narrated that he was one of the first on the battlefield. Ali al-Akbar asked permission from his father for battle. Imam Hussein alayhi salam gave him permission and then looked at him with sadness while tears flowed from his eyes and he wept. Imam Hussein lifted his face towards the heavens and said, "O Allah, be a witness that the youth who resembles your Prophet, the most in character and speech, is proceeding to the battlefield. Whenever we desire to look at the face of your Prophet, we would look at him." Ali al-Akbar laid siege upon the army while saying, "I am Ali ibn Hussein ibn Ali. By the house of Allah, we possess greatness while bearing relationship with the Prophet. I shall strike at you with the sword of the Hashemite Alawite youth, and I shall keep defending my father." He put to sword 70 men and returned to his father after receiving many wounds and whilst feeling thirsty. He said, "Oh father, thirst is killing me, and the weight of the armor is painful. Is there water available so that I may regain strength?" Hearing this, the Imam wept and said, "Oh dear son, fight for a while, and very soon you shall behold your grandfather. You shall drink from his flowing cup, and shall never be thirsty." Ali al-Akbar returned towards the battlefield, and he continued fighting, killing many. In Manaqib, it is narrated that one man from the camp of Umar bin Sa'ad suddenly pierced his lance into Ali Akbar's back, and others attacked him with their swords. Ali al-Akbar was drenched in blood and called out to Imam Hussein, "Oh dear father, peace be upon you. Here is my grandfather, the Prophet of Allah, calling me." Sayyidah Zainab hastened and cried out, "Woe my brother, woe my nephew." She came and threw herself upon the body of Ali Akbar. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Salawat. Dear Azadar, the Ahlul Bayt sacrificed everything for the cause of Islam with their virtues of faith, bravery, and selflessness. As a youth of this community, for me, Muharram is a time where we bring ourselves closer to the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. These nights offer us a unique chance to honor their legacy by contributing to the majalis of Abu Abdullah. I want to ask you today, in the name of Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam and Ali Akbar alayhi salam, to donate as much as you can so that we can reach our Muharram and Safar targets. I know that for years to come, we will continue to benefit from these programs. Thank you very much for your kind donations. Let our actions reflect the love and respect we hold for Imam Hussein and his sacrifices. Salawat.
Asant Mullah Mikhail, can we have a loud salawat for Mullah Mikhail Walji Bar Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad salawat. Momini now request upon Dr. Sayyid Ammar Nakshawani to come and deliver his lecture. Please let's all welcome him with a loud nare salawat.
Before I begin on this blessed night, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all the lovers of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam. Each and every one of you, and especially the organizers of this majlis. My relationship with them goes back many years. And alhamdulillah, those who watch us online were part of the building of this mosque. In 2020, when COVID happened and many people could not attend my majalis when I was here, it was the online presence that helped build this center. And I remember especially on the night of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam, that virtually on that night we completed what we needed. And likewise I ask again, from your generosity on this night, those who are watching online and those who have come here. These majalis are majalis in which you see all these volunteers and you see people serving food and people here at all hours. And the mosque has its running costs as well, not just for now, but for the coming year as well. And I ask all of you to make a little pledge, and next to that pledge, say that this is for the man who gave everything away for his Imam on the 10th of Muharram. Nobody should leave tonight, whether online or here, without contributing whatever they can. So that inshallah the majalis of Abul Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam at this wonderful center, the Husaini Islamic Center, continues to be there, and that your sadaqah jariyah is written alongside that great sadaqah jariyah that lay by the Furat. Let us begin with a recital for our marhumin with a surah al-Fatiha. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وعظيمنا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع نفوسنا أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه الغر الميامين. الحمد لله الذي جعلنا من المتمسكين بولاية سيدي ومولاي علي بن أبي طالب. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. أما بعد، يقول الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين فرقوا دينهم وكانوا شيعا لست منهم في شيء، إنما أمرهم إلى الله ثم ينبئهم بما كانوا يفعلون. The first of our loud salawat in honor of Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. A second even louder salawat in honor of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. A third in honor of the Imam of our time, Imam Sahib al-Asri wal-Zaman. Respected scholars, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. You'll always have that one member of the family who will turn around to you and say that don't label me Sunni or Shia. I don't believe in this. I believe Islam. I believe in the religion of Islam. I don't believe in these divisions, Sunni and Shia. Why? Because Allah did not want us to be sects. How do we reply when someone brings this verse on us? Are we right in calling us Shia, or should we call ourselves Muslim? Are we right in even defending Tashayyu' and instead should be defending Islam? Why are the Muslims all given these different names and titles when the prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all of them at one stage or another said we are Muslimin, rather than calling themselves by a particular sect or by a particular group of people? Let us tonight examine this key issue to see whether we, when we call ourselves Shia, are going against the teachings of the Quran, or is there another context that needs to be understood? Because even people turn around and say, the Shia that you call yourselves, these are all divisions that happened after Rasulullah died. How many times do you hear that when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi was alive, there was no Shia or Sunni? Rather, after Rasulullah died, that's when you had Shia or Sunni. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi never once told us, you are a Shi'i or you are a Sunni. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi, he came with the Quran. The Quran was completed and the religion was completed with the ayah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati وَرَضِيتُ لَكُمُ الْإِسْلَامُ what? Dina. Islam was completed. There was no Sunni, no Shia. Therefore, Sunni and Shia are not part of Islam. If Sunni and Shia were part of Islam, then they would be there before this ayah, not after this ayah. Another point that's raised on this issue is that the difference that is between Sunni and Shia is only one issue, they say. And that is the issue of imamah. If I simplify it completely, they normally say that the only difference is imamah, nothing else. And they say that that imamah versus khilafah is a post-Islam issue, not to do with Islam. Imamah is a topic related to what happened after Rasulullah died. Therefore, if something is related to what happened after Rasulullah died, it doesn't matter as a Muslim whether you believe in it or you don't. If Imam Ali was the first Khalifa, or if Abu Bakr was the first Khalifa, so what? What's the issue? This is politics. You've heard this line or no? This is politics, and politics is something that a Muslim can follow or a Muslim can stay away from. But the idea that a person has to follow an Imam like Ali or Hassan or Hussein or Sajjad or Baqir, alayhim salam, they turn around and say, no, this is all after Rasulullah died. Therefore, in the opinion of the camp, they turn around and say that this idea of Shia, Sunni, Brelwi, Salafi, Wahhabi, Sufi, Diobendi, all of these are post-Islam. All we have to do is stick to Islam, call ourselves Muslim, and that is where all of our problems are solved. Let's tonight examine this key area, and I'd like to do this in the following stages. Number one, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down His religion, did Allah send it down with one clear guidance, or did Allah want us to all differ on certain things? Number two, this ayah, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ فَرَّقُوا دِينَهُمْ وَكَانُوا شِيَعًا, what is the first opinion on who it refers to? And how does it discuss the mushrikun? What's the second opinion? About how this ayah then referred to the Jews and the Christians, who had a clear religion come to them, but sadly divided into Protestants and Catholics that we see today. Number three, this ayah, how did it refer to the Muslims living in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi? Was it telling some of the Muslims that be careful, do not divide amongst one another? Which other ayahs at that time were also telling the Muslims, be careful, do not divide amongst one another? Further than that, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, did he make it clear before he died as to who would succeed him or who wouldn't? If he made it clear, then does that issue become part of Islam? And if that issue becomes part of Islam before al-yawma akmaltu, does that therefore mean the dividers of Islam are not the Shia? The Shia are the original Islam. And that the dividers are the ones who this verse applies to? Further than that, how can we clearly see that those who held on to the man chosen at Ghadir have full knowledge today about Karbala, like his companions had on that day, whereas those who did not hold on to the man chosen at Ghadir today may even have weddings and birthdays and celebrations when it comes to Karbala and the month of Muharram. Let's examine this and dissect the topic in complete depth. When we look at this particular ayah, the first issue that emerges is very clear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, part of His justice is that God would never ask us to worship Him without there being clear guidance for us. We know that from the very beginning, there is no way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would ask the human being to worship Him unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had a clear guidance for that human being. That guidance for that human being on the first level could be two prophets, an internal prophet or an external prophet. The internal prophet for the human being was the aql, the intellect of the human being. Yeah? That's our internal prophet. If someone asks you, name me all the prophets of God, you should say, number one, aql, number two, Adam. Okay? Why? Because Allah first created what? Al-aql wal-jahl. From the beginning of Al-Kafi, of Shaykh Al-Kulaini, you see a discussion about the intellect and about ignorance. The human beings' first guidance that God gave them was what? Was their intellect. That intellect that we've been given is what differentiates us from all the other creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second guidance was the external prophet. That external prophet is who? Is from the outset, God sent prophets, and these prophets would come with a sharia for mankind. From Adam, a prophet would come with a clear sharia. Nabi Nuh, let's say, comes with a clear sharia. Nabi Ibrahim comes with a clear sharia. How clear is this sharia? Ibrahim would do wudu in one way, not 10. Yes? Nabi Ibrahim, his wudu would be one way, not 10 ways. There's no way that Nabi Ibrahim would say, I'm going to do wudu, and it's up to you if you guys then want to splash water in different parts. No. Nabi Ibrahim, if he came with a sharia, that sharia would be a clear sharia for everyone to understand. Why? Because at the end of the day, those followers, they need to make sure that the religion that's come is a clear guide for everybody. Nabi Ibrahim, therefore, when he comes with his sharia, he teaches everyone that there's only one way to pray, not 10 ways to pray. Nabi Ibrahim wouldn't come and say, By the way, if you see me praying with my hands by my side, I don't mind if you think it's nice to pray with your hands folded. No. Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam would not come and say, if I fast in Shahr Ramadan, but if I, for example, travel, if I travel and tell you that now it's qasr and you cannot fast when you're traveling, don't come and say, for example, but I feel like it because I'm not used to not fasting in Shahr Ramadan and I feel guilty. Every prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he would come with a religion, the religion would be one thing. And what is it? Islam. Adam's religion was Islam. Nuh's religion, Islam. Ibrahim's religion, Islam. All of these would be the religions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whether it was Islam the verb or Islam the noun. You know, Islam, the verb, is to submit to Allah. Islam, the noun, is the name of a religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These prophets, when they came, their aim, whenever their religion came, was to make clear to everybody the religion, the laws of the religion, and also to make another thing clear, that they never left this world without announcing their successor. Find me a single prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a single prophet, who left this world without making clear who his successor is. Every prophet, why would a prophet make clear who his successor is? Because he knows that if he leaves it to the people, what's going to happen? Division, sects. I'm with this guy, I'm with that brother, I'm with that cousin. What's going to happen? Division. Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam did not leave this world without making clear who the prophet is after him. Nabi Musa, Nabi Isa, all of them made clear who their prophets were. Sometimes the religion would be clear as day, but the people would change the guidance of that religion. If you look, I ask you all a question. Nabi Musa alayhi salam, how good a lecturer is he? Would you say he's all right? He's a brilliant speaker. Nabi Harun happened to be a fantastic speaker. That deadly combination, they explained the religion of Islam in its name that we know it as Judaism. They explained that religion perfectly. No one has a doubt about that. Why is it then that the Jews divided amongst each other? Why is it then that some started to worship the calf? For goodness sake, I've just saved you. We've just crossed the sea, and all of a sudden, what were they doing? Worshipping the calf. That worshipping of the calf, was it the fault of the prophet of God that he had not made clear to the people? Or was it sometimes a group of power-hungry individuals want to subjugate the masses by making them go to a direction? Or a group of individuals themselves never believed in that message and they wanted to deviate people from the path of that message. That's why the first opinion about this ayah, Surah 6 verse 159 is what? إِنَّ الَّذِينَ فَرَّقُوا دِينَهُمْ وَكَانُوا شِيَعًا. Those who divide religion and they make sects, refers to who? Refers to the mushrikun. A mushrik, he sees Nabi Musa telling him there's only one God. What does he end up doing? Within a moment, he's worshipping what? A calf. That person, when he makes a new sect that goes away from the teachings of Moses, did Moses do his job properly or no? Yes, he did. The religion was explained properly. But sometimes the dividers of that religion is not the fault of the prophet. Rather, it's the desires or the ego of the human that ends up causing these divisions. Moses alayhi salam saw this with the mushrikun. Where else did he see this? He also saw this with his own people in the way that they changed the word of Allah when he had presented the word of Allah. Yep. Because when you look at Judaism and Catholicism today, I ask you all a question. How many sects of Judaism are there today? I go to one synagogue, there's a sect. I go to another synagogue, there's another sect. I go from here to someone who says we're more orthodox, we're more traditional, we're more reformist. These people, when they form these sects, what have they done? The prophet who came to them's word was a clear word, clear guidance, clear laws. There was no doubt about any of that. What they ended up doing was they begun to tamper with the word of the Prophet or the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And hence Rasulullah, what did he say? That the people of the book split into 72 sects. How many? 72. Some hadiths mention the Jews 71, the Christians 72. Why did that happen? Why did people become sects? Did any prophet of Allah wanted any of his people to become sects? Of course not. A prophet of Allah has come with one sharia. He tells you, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni asalli. Pray the way you see me pray. Don't make up another way of praying. He tells you, fast in this month. Go to Hajj in this month. Go and do this in this month. He would provide clear guidelines for everybody about how to follow. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa has even seen all of this. Rasulullah wanted to make it more clear than anyone else that he didn't want anyone to be misguided. How? The Prophet wanted to make clear to the Muslims that whatever you do, follow whatever I say to you. Don't let your egos get in your way. This is a risala that I have brought from the heavens to the earth. The risala of the heavens. What is a deen? A deen is a form of guidance that wants to bring humanity together, not split humanity. Rasulullah, I ask all of you, when he brought the religion of Islam, was his niyyah to split people or to bring people together? His niyyah. On the contrary, if you're a Christian, he would welcome you. Come, O people of the Mubahala, come and sit with me. Whoever, Najran Christians you want, come and sit with me. There is no harm. Come and talk to me. You are an atheist, come and talk to me. No problem whatsoever. You are a mushrik, come and talk to me. There's no problem whatsoever. You're a Muslim who has a difference about something that I've said. However rude you are, I will still talk to you. Because you know, he's dealing in some cases with humans, in some cases with animals. Yeah? It's not always Rasulullah was dealing with humans. Sometimes these people of the Quraysh, some of them were animals he's dealing with, not human beings. That person who you're dealing with, ultimately, the religion you bring called Islam, you want that to remain the only name. You don't want another name to be formed. You want a religion called Islam. That religion, how does it work? I wait for emails to be received with a strong Wi-Fi system from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yep. That's how the religion is formed. So what do you think? Rasulullah brings something from his back pocket and gives it to you? No. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, when he brings the religion of Islam, he awaits the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When awaiting these commands, Allah tells him, for example, teach them adhan. Let them learn their adhan. He explains to them the adhan. You know, in Shia belief, we believe Allah taught the Prophet the adhan. In non-Shia belief, they say the companions taught the Prophet adhan. But that, I'll leave the rest to your imagination, inshallah. The man who's bought the religion is being taught about how to call people to the religion. Anyway, Rasulullah would teach the adhan. Rasulullah would teach wudu clearly. Today I see so many Muslims who do wudu differently, and I think in my head, wait, when you came with the religion, did you teach one form of wudu? Or did you teach many? He'll say to me, oh my great-great-great-great-great-grandson, I have to tell you something. You not read Surah 5 verse 6. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا. What's مسح? وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين. Quran clear as day. Rasulullah sits there with everybody and he says the Quranic verse has been revealed. Oh, you who believe. Look at the ayah of wudu, how blatantly clear it is. Surah 5 verse 6. إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا. غسل. Yeah? غسل. غسل. فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين. Make sure that you wash your face and your arms, and make sure you wipe your head and you wipe your feet. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam explains that wudu. He then explains salah. He explains by praying, and people follow the way that he prays. Don't we all agree on this? When you look, you ask the question, that if he is explaining all of this, how did he pray? He prays with his hands by his side. That's why you all know that the Maliki Sunnis, they pray with their hands by their side. Why do they pray with their hands by their side? Because they take it that their Imam of law met somebody who had met Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, and that person had told him that the Prophet prayed with his hands by his side. So he taught us wudu. And he taught us all of these. But he noticed that all Muslims, be careful of a couple of things. What are they? Number one, I don't want to see you divide with each other. Do not disunite Muslims. This religion has not come to disunite you. I want you to be united. Hence in the Quran, in Surah 3, verse 103 of the Quran, what does the ayah say? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold on to the rope of Allah, all of you together, and do not disunite. Did Rasulullah want us ever Muslims to disunite? Never. No. Rasulullah wanted one religion called Islam. He never wanted anyone to disunite. As long as you followed his commands, there can never be a day where there are people and sects. If you followed his commands to the T, there can never be a day where there are sects or there are divisions. If a person is there, sees Rasulullah, he sometimes saw the Aws and the Khazraj, you know, the people of Medina, they were fighting each other on petty issues. He came to them. He said, you're Muslims and you're Muslims. We're all Muslims. Why are you two dividing? There should be no division between the Muslims. Wallahi ya Rasulullah, we follow that word. There should be no division between the Muslims. The Quran would say, Inna hadihi ummatukum ummatan wahida. Wallah, it's the Quran couldn't be more clear. Your ummah is one ummah. Quran did not say your ummah is 2 ummahs, 7 ummahs, 9 ummahs. The Quran wanted to say that you Muslims don't disunite. You Muslims, your ummah is one ummah. Sometimes the Muslims of Mecca did not like the Muslims of Medina. When they were about to have a fight with each other, Rasulullah would say, don't divide amongst each other. Please, hold on to my teachings. If you believe, and he would always repeat this before he makes huge statements. Do you believe that I am the Prophet of Allah? You believe that everything that I've come to you is the truth? If you believe this, then hold on to whatever I'm saying. And I promise you, and this is a vital point, you will never go astray. When Rasulullah says that I promise you you'll never go astray, it means that he's given us the golden formula for how we will never divide into sects. What was that golden formula? There was a number of ways in which he showed it. The first golden formula that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us when? Gave us way before the religion finished. He gave us way before the religion was completed. So that just in case anyone says that these things I'm about to utter are things after Islam was completed, Shia became after Islam, Imamat after Islam. Let's see what he said in his lifetime to see what forms of guidance he gave us so that Islam remained Islam and there was no divisions and no sects. You think Rasulullah wanted sects? You think Rasulullah wanted divisions? So Rasulullah is sent by the heavens to do what? To cause disunity? Not at all. He wants to make sure that we're all united. What's the first form of guidance? Hadith al-Thaqalain. Hadith al-Thaqalain. I met one person, one of the muftis from Pakistan, who was a famous mufti who had converted to Tashayyu'. I said to him, what made you join the path of Ahlul Bayt? He said, Wallah, said Ammar, Hadith al-Thaqalain is clear as day. So I said to him, in which way? He goes, in the madrasas, in the jami'as, in the masajid in Pakistan, we are not taught that the Prophet said, I leave behind the Quran and my Ahlul Bayt. We are taught that the Prophet said, I leave behind the Quran and my Sunnah. He said, can you imagine all of these years? I'm a scholar. I am giving khutbah saying Quran and Sunnah. And when he's giving that khutbah, what's he trying to do? The man sincerely is trying to bring people towards the path of Allah. As in, I believe when these ulama give these khutbah, they are trying to bring people towards the path of Allah. What did he say? He said that I turned around and I, for the first time, saw in Sahih Muslim, subhanallah, you could read Sahih Muslim, Sahih al-Bukhari so many times, but when hidayah comes, it strikes. Yes? And hidayah is not from me, by the way. Me, I'm just a small iota of a dust on this earth. Hidayah comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Believe you me, that person, he said to me, I looked at the hadith. The Prophet, before he died, on the farewell pilgrimage, stopped at a place called Khum. Where? Khum. What's Khum? What's the biggest Eid that we love to celebrate? Eid al-Ghadir. Ghadir, Khum. Clear as day. He stopped there, he gave his sermon, and he said, I leave behind for you two things. The Quran and my Ahlul Bayt. And of course, everybody has to play with the words in the middle. Quran. I remember one person saying to me, yes, but he didn't say hold on to Quran and Ahlul Bayt. He said, hold on to the Quran and I ask you to be good with the Ahlul Bayt. I said, yeah, but he said, I leave behind two things. So what's the second now? He goes, huh? I said, yeah, but he said, I leave behind two. So if you're saying to me, he said, hold on to the Quran, what's the other? He goes, huh, Ahlul Bayt. I said, so why all the fuss of going around in circles? There's no need for a fuss. I leave behind for you. Look at hidayah. Do you think Rasulullah wanted us to go into sects? Never. I leave behind for you the Quran and my Ahlul Bayt. Hold on to them. You will never, ever go astray. Is there anything more clear than that? Quran and my Ahlul Bayt. He did not even say, hold on to the Quran and my companions. No. He could have. He could have said, hold on to the Quran and my companions, these are two waiting things. I would be the first to join the religion, not that way. I'll hold on if the Quran and the companions are placed. But he could never say that because even the Quran itself condemns the behaviors of the companions. The Quran has said too much about the companions for them to be alongside the Quran. When the Quran has revealed verses that even some of the hypocrites around you don't even know. But the Quran loved Ahlul Bayt, would never condemn Ahlul Bayt. Therefore, the first guidance that Rasulullah gave us so that Islam remains intact and Ammar Nakshawani does not need to call himself Shia was what? Was that I leave behind for you the Quran and my Ahlul Bayt. Hold on to that, you'll never go astray. What was the second guidance that he left behind for us as well? So that before the religion hears Al-Yawma Akmaltu Lakum Dinakum, what was the second form of guidance that he gave us? Was a form of guidance that he knew. Every prophet of Allah, before he left the earth, made clear who his successor was. So he made clear who his was as well. Yes? Every prophet made clear. Adam alayhi salam, wallah, the community was this big, he made clear. Nabi Nuh made clear. Nabi Ibrahim made clear. Musa made clear. Dawood made clear. Sulaiman made clear. No prophet would leave his ummah without making clear who their leader is. And why would he need to make clear who their leader is? So that there's no Sunni and Shi'i and Sufi and Brelwi and Diobendi one day. Why? Because if I make clear to you who to hold on to after me, you won't split. You'll all just naturally continue with whoever I've guided you. But that person who he's asking us to hold on to, he must be similar to him. Because it cannot be someone who is not a reflection of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Let's have a second louder salawat in honor of Imam al-Hasan alayhi salam. Allah. And a third in honor of Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam. On what basis do I believe that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa is a prophet? Number one is that I believe he was designated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. True? I could not believe that he was in an election or that people came together and they voted for him. The first criteria that I believe that he is a prophet, ask yourself, Muslim, come out of the box. Leave that you're Shia or Sunni. Come out of the box that you're just a Muslim. Anyone listening to me tonight, you're just a Muslim. Why did you believe that the man is a prophet of God? Because mommy and daddy believe? That's nonsense. If you're on that type of level, then change yourself quickly. Because Jannah does not come for someone who follows a religion because mom and dad do. Jannah is for those who truly have yaqeen and knowledge with what they follow. Yes? Why do I follow that man? For what reason do I follow him? Because number one, I believe that the man has nas from the heavens designated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the first thing that I believe. The second, which is a huge thing for me, a huge criteria, was that he was the most a'lam human alive in his time. Nobody had the ilm of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Was there anyone more knowledgeable than Rasulullah in his time or no? Is there anyone? If there is, then he should be the Prophet. Well, that's the problem. If you actually go and look in the hadiths, they'll say that Umar ibn al-Khattab, he comes to the Prophet one day and he says to him, why don't you talk to them about the way they cover themselves? Allah straight away revealed an ayah because Umar said that. So put Umar as the Prophet. What the reason? Why are you calling Rasulullah the Prophet? Why don't you say, Ashhadu anna Umar Rasulullah? Yeah, why? If Umar can say something, this is very clear, my dear brothers and sisters. If Umar ibn Khattab can say something and the heavens reveal an ayah, well, if you have that access, then you be a prophet. Yes. Or if Umar ibn Khattab can call the man delirious or sick, then why is the man a prophet? You know, you should be the prophet because you seem to know that the Quran is enough for us. So it seems that you have a connection. So number one, why do I believe in Rasulullah? Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I believe, is chosen by the heavens. Number two, because a key criteria for any of God's messengers on earth is ilm. Angels have quite a bit of knowledge. Would you agree? There's quite a good chip in there. Angels, very knowledgeable. Angels said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, listen, you're going to send someone who causes mischief and bloodshed? While we worship you and sing your blessings, Allah's simple reply, nice one sentence, Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun. I know what you do not know. They're like, well, what do you mean? He said, name me the names. They said, we can't. He said, Adam, name the names. Adam straight away said the names. Allah said, there's the difference. My Khalifa on earth, main criteria is his ilm. Why? Because when he represents me, he can't say, you know what, I'm not sure if I'm giving you the right answer or if shaitan's affecting me. Can't say that. Nor can he say, where's Abul Hassan? Let's go to him. Nor can he say, I thought this was the ruling, and Ammar bin Yasir comes and tells him, have you not read the Tayammum laws properly? If I open that door, you will all miss the second half. We'll stick because I know that otherwise I can open a door for those who succeeded Rasulullah, whose ilm was zero. Second criteria was what? Was ilm. That Rasulullah is my prophet because of what? Because of his ilm. Imagine, can you come and ask the Prophet any question? Do you think he'll answer it for you straight away? Or will he be like, I'll get back to you, phone a friend, 50-50? Yes? No. Rasulullah straight away will answer any question that you could give him. Yani they're lucky. They have access to the heavens. Yes? Us guys have to say, Wallah, we'll email you back. Visit this website. So on. Those, they have access to the heavens. You ask him, he answers. For goodness sake, when he was born, from the time he was born, his lady who used to look after him, what we would call his nurse, wet nurse, midwife, whatever you want to call, she would say when he starts a meal, he says Bismillah. When he ends, he says Alhamdulillah, while he's a baby. That person, his ilm is on a different level. Would we all agree? He has ilm of what? This is vital. Please understand this delicately. Firstly, he has ilm of the tafsir of the Quran and the ta'wil of the Quran. Tafsir and ta'wil. You want to know the Arabic grammar of this ayah? I'll rip it up for you. But if you want to know why this ayah was revealed, I'll tell you that as if I was there. Yes? And if you also want to know the different layers of this ayah and the layers of what it could mean and the different layers, I can explain all of those. Number one, tafsir. Number two, ta'wil. The nasikh, which verses have been abrogated, he will explain all of those to you. Ilm al-balaya wal-manaya. the knowledge of the times of affliction and the times of death. If Rasulullah tells you that one day in the mosque in Kufa, a man sleeping on his sword will kill you, know that that is definitely true. Yep, you get what I'm saying. Yes? When he tells you that one day on the plains of Karbala, this boy will die, you take it as true. Because he has ilm towards the ghaib, which others cannot get access to. So look at the levels of ilm. Ilm, I'm not just talking fiqh. Fiqh on the most basic level, Rasulullah has knowledge of fiqh. Rasulullah has knowledge of tafsir, ta'wil, balaya, manaya, ilm ladunni. Imagine my best holiday that I've ever traveled in the world. Maybe I've gone as far as Australia. He went on Mi'raj. I don't know what he saw on that holiday. If you get a holiday on Mi'raj, you know you're chilling in life, yes? Because you're going to heavens, 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're seeing this prophet, you're chilling with that one, you're having coffee with this one. He went to a world where even Jibreel said, listen, I'm going to pause over here because where you're going, my wings will be burning off, yes? كَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنِ أَوْ أَدْنَى. He was 2 bows. Look in the Quran. The Prophet reached a level where he was 2 bows of an arrow or nearer to Allah. What that means, I'm not even going to bother trying to explain. Because as we would say that these tongues do not do justice to Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Rather, we just try and give snippets. Number 2, therefore, Rasulullah, why I believe in him as a prophet of God is because of his ilm. What's number 3? Is the man is ma'soom. And ma'soom in every sense. Yes? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam never once made a mistake in his life. Never once committed a sin in his life. The man was impeccable. People would want 1 flaw. I'm telling you, if he has 1 flaw, people will jump on that flaw. Just 1 flaw. But Rasulullah had no flaw whatsoever. Allah had purified him. A thorough purification. That there was never a moment the man lost his poise, both in the physical or in the spiritual. The man was so impeccable in his morality that there wasn't a single moment that he was fazed. No one could ever point to him and say that you were unjust on that day. Even his enemies used to say, listen, we don't like you, but do you mind if we leave our gold and silver with you before we go on holiday? He was sadiq and he was ameen. The man was on a different level. That man knows that this religion, it needs someone who's a mirror of those 3. Have you got the point or no? The religion needs someone who's a mirror of those 3. Someone who is chosen by Allah. We remain the only school. No, we are Islam. I want you to remember this line, please. We are Islam. We never became a sect. We are Islam. We never became a sect. We are Islam. We hold on until today. We are the only ones who believe Rasulullah is ma'soom in everything. Find me other schools. 1 minute he's frowning at people, the next minute he's forgetting, the next minute he's making mistakes. We are the only school that has not tainted his image as a ma'soom prophet of Allah. Only school. You know, I've said this before and I'm going to say it now in Peterborough. And what is that? I've said it before and I'll say it again. People say, you Shia, you don't respect Rasulullah. I said, we're the only school. No, we are Islam. And we're the only school in Islam that the moment I say Muhammad, the whole crowd does a salawat. Show me any other school in Islam that does that. For us, Rasulullah, never once did we taint the fact that he's chosen by Allah. The fact that he is ma'soom in every area. The fact that he is the most a'lam. Rasulullah made sure that whoever succeeded him was someone firstly announced before Islam was completed. If imamah has nothing to do with Islam, that means that imamah came after Rasulullah. unless before he died, the heavens said, Balligh. Yes? Balligh what? Balligh means that in the same way you were chosen, the heavens have decided to choose Ali ibn Abi Talib. Yes? That's number one. Ali ibn Abi Talib, chosen by the heavens. He doesn't need a rush, scammy election to choose him. Rather, Ali ibn Abi Talib in the heavens, they are singing his praises. They know what they have on the earth. That's number one. Number two, Rasulullah is the most a'lam, because Islam's rep must be the most knowledgeable. So he said, I am the city, that man is the gate. Yes? I am the city. Ya Ali, I am the city, and that man is the gate. I'm telling you, let me be very clear on something here, very open. And you know, I'm open in my discussions because I do believe at the end of the day, I have my reading and those in other schools have their reading. If it said, I am the city of knowledge and Umar is the gate, oh, I don't see why not, then we'd go and follow Umar. I am not having a fight. I want haqq. I see that it says, I am the city of knowledge and Ali is its gate. What does that mean? That means that I am going to open the doors of tafsir to that man and ta'weel to that man. Balaya, that man. Manaya, that man. Al-Nasikh, that man. Al-Mansukh, that man. Every spiritual secret that I learned from the heavens, 1,000 doors I opened for Ali ibn Abi Talib. Why? Why? So that one day there's a group of people called the Shia of Ali? No! So that this religion, Islam, brings you all together. If you hold on to my protege, my student, the religion will keep you all together. Number one, I was chosen by Allah, Ali ibn Abi Talib at Ghadir. Ghadir was before Al-Yawma Akmaltu Lakum Dinakum. Ghadir, as many people try and wipe it away from the books, they can never wipe it away from the books. Never. Wallah, the Shia until today, Eid al-Ghadir, every year we celebrate. And number two, in the books of the Sunni world, until today, Ghadir is everywhere there. Therefore, that moment he raised his hands, Man kuntu mawla, that's not just physical raising of hands. The touch of Rasulullah cures the eyes of Ali. Imagine at Ghadir what it gave to Ali. Yes? If at Khaybar your saliva made him see, then how about when you put his palm and your palm together? What have you passed on to him? Because you know, in deep Shi'ism, we believe that the touch of an imam to another imam is a passing of ilm, not a normal touch. This is a different level, Baba. Shi'ism is a different level. Original Islam has mystical aspects, esoteric and exoteric aspects. We're not a bunch of Arab riffraff. Rather, we are the people from the Sulala, from the line of Ibrahim alayhi salam. We are Anwar. The Shia are lights of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But they weren't called Shia. No, at the time, Islam, pure Islam, Muhammadan Islam. I am chosen by Allah. None of you can deny I've chosen Ali as my successor. Number two, I have the most ilm. None of you, no Muslim in the world can deny Ali ibn Abi Talib is the most knowledgeable Sahabi of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Only a hater will say he's not. You can go to the great scholars of Ahlul Sunnah, they will talk about his ilm. They will not deny. Number two is ilm. Number three, Rasulullah was fully ma'soom. Ali ibn Abi Talib, fully ma'soom. Someone says, prove it. Do I need to prove Hadith al-Kisa? Yes. Do I need to prove innama yuridu? At the end of the day, every Muslim says that the Prophet under the cloak, Muhammad, Ali, Fatima, Hassan and Hussein. And then Jibreel came down and revealed the ayah, Surah 33, verse number 33. Someone says, but non-Shia don't believe he's ma'soom. Non-Shia don't believe his teacher's ma'soom. Believe his teacher, Rasulullah, is ma'soom only in revelation. Outside of revelation, he becomes a bashar like the rest of us. Habibi, you stick to your sect, I'll stick to Islam. Understand that key difference. When a person comes to you now and says, you Shia are a sect. So no, we're not a sect. But Allah said in the Quran, we don't like sects. I agree. I don't like sects. why did you make a sect in Saqifa? We were doing so well at Ghadir. The first sect was not Shia. No. Shia were simply Muslims who were following the Islam of Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt. The first sect was Abu Bakr and Umar at Saqifa. That's the first sect. The ayah said what? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ فَرَّقُوا دِينَهُمْ وَكَانُوا شِيَعًا لَسْتَ مِنْهُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ. Those who split the religion and divide it into sects, you, Muhammad, have nothing to do with them. Who are those? Do you know for how many years us Shia have been bullied into being told that you guys formed a sect called Shi'ism? We didn't form no sect. There was a pure Islam, the Islam of Rasulullah, and it passed on to Imam Ali. We held on to a religion called Islam. You are the ones at Saqifa, you went and made a sect. You made a sect, not me. I am somebody, even in Rasulullah's lifetime, he had mentioned that Ali and his followers, they are the victorious. Yes? If you don't believe me, in UK today, there are a lot of bookstores, Islamic bookstores. In these bookstores, you have Suyuti's Durr al-Manthur. Go to Suyuti's Durr al-Manthur. All of you go to Surah Al-Bayyinah, Surah 98, verse number 7. In Arabic, go there. See what he says about the ayah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمْ خَيْرُ الْبَرِيَّةِ. Rasulullah is asked. Rasulullah being asked means whatever answer he gives proves that this is part of Islam, because the answer is not after Islam. Rasulullah is asked, Ya Rasulullah, huwa khayrul bariyah, the best of people. He said, Ali and his Shia. Means what? Means Ali and his followers are the best of people. Ya Rasulullah, why did you mention the word Shia before you died? I thought Shi'ism begun after. Wait, come back. Someone says Shi'ism began after Islam finished. Suyuti says Rasulullah said Ali and his Shia. Someone says, but the ayah says the word Shia. By the way, this is used. This is used in some discussions. That when someone says, you know what, Shia are really bad people. You're like, why? Say, because in this ayah, it says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ فَرَّقُوا دِينَهُمْ, those who split the religion, وَكَانُوا شِيَعًا. Say, and they became groups. Shi'an. Person says, you see, even Allah says, they became Shia. Yeah. You know, this happened actually once. One guy, they said to him, what sect are you? He said, I'm Hanafi. He said to him, oh, Hanafi. He said, what sect are you? He said, where Ja'far is. Why don't you become a Ja'fari? We're Ja'fari. We follow Imam al-Sadiq instead of following Abu Hanifa. You can follow Imam al-Sadiq. He said, no, I'm sticking Hanafi. He's like, why? Why don't you become Ja'fari? He goes, Ja'far is not in the Quran. Whereas Ibrahim was a Hanif. So therefore I'm a Hanafi. Yes? The poor guy got the dates all twisted. Yeah? He said if there was an ayah that Ibrahim was a Ja'far, Ibrahim was not a Abu Hanifi. Ibrahim was Hanif in the sense of purity. He wasn't following Abu Hanifa who came all those thousands of years later. Shi'an in this ayah does not mean Shia of Ali or Shia today. Shia, the word, you know what it means. Party of or group of. So anyone who split the religion and made groups, Rasulullah has nothing to do with them. Was that Imam Ali alayhi salam? No. Imam Ali and his followers, they continued with the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And they found themselves in a minority. But that minority, it knew that Ali ibn Abi Talib is a mirror of Rasulullah. They knew that he is the nafs of Rasulullah as per the day of Mubahala. They knew that Ali was to the Prophet like Harun was to Musa. They had followed pure Islam. What's pure Islam? La ilaha illallah. Muhammad Rasulullah. Ali Waliullah. Ali Waliullah. People come and say, but this is after. No, Ghadir was before Islam was completed. Ya ayyuha Rasul, balligh ma unzila ilayka. And then Ghadir, and then Al-Yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum. So if someone comes and tells you, the difference between Shia and Sunni is after Rasul. So no. We are Islam. That's a sect. We are Islam. Don't get bullied by anyone to being told that we are something that came later. That's why they had to make up all these stories. Shi'ism, first opinion. Shi'ism began after the Battle of Jamal. Second opinion. Shi'ism began after Karbala. Third opinion. Shi'ism began after Sheikh al-Mufid. No. Shi'ism is the school that's held on to the pure Muhammadi Ahlul Bayti Islam. And that's why this ummah, by the way, this whole ummah, you know when it said, Inna hadihi ummatukum ummata wahida? This whole ummah can be united on one concept. What is it? That pure Islam had made one thing clear. No one's salah can be accepted unless Al Muhammad are mentioned. You want to know what pure Islam is? The Sunni world today, can they finish a salah without saying Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa alih? No. Can we finish a salah without saying Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa alih? So there's the remedy to make us all go back to saying Islam and no sects. I will go back to saying I'm a Muslim only if every Muslim agrees that the remedy is the Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. If every Muslim says that's Islam, I will call myself Muslim. But while there are some who equate companions with Ahlul Bayt, then I'm Shia and I'll be Shia in every lecture of mine. Why? Because I am not that. I am from Ghadir. And Ghadir produced a group of people who, when they remember Ahlul Bayt, the tears flow from their eyes. Now, what are we in? Muharram, aren't we? Muharram. I want you to all in this hall and everyone watching me online, think of the most famous Sunni football player in the world. Think of the most famous Sunni nasheed artist in the world. Think of all of these. Think of the most famous Sunni lecturer in the world, the one you enjoy his 2-minute Instagram clips. Yeah? Think of the most famous one. In 2 days' time, you will see how Saqifa produced people who have no feeling for Ahlul Bayt. And you will see how Ghadir produced people who, even if the world is enjoying themselves, they cannot leave Al Muhammad. Allahu Akbar. Even today, wallahi, me and my friends, when we were talking, we said, if this was any other month, our thoughts tonight would be, football, I'm not missing it, my life revolves around it, except when it's Abbas bin Ali. Anyone else? Except when it's Hussein bin Ali. Why? Why? Because for us, we learned Islam was completed because of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. With Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, you want to join another path, go join it. Tonight, that path are all chilling, watching football as we speak. And some are on a beach somewhere. Don't get me wrong, he's praying like this. But he's on a beach right now, on holiday. How many friends of yours do you have who in this whole week will not mention Imam al-Hussein once in their life, or are not Shia? Look at how blessed we are. We are Islam. You want to know what Islam is? It's that one group that every year does not neglect Rasulullah's grandson and what he gave. That's Islam. That's Islam. Not the Islam of now. Guys on 10th of Muharram posting Instagram messages. I'm on a beach here. I'm at a wedding here. I'm God knows where. What connection do you have to real Islam? Nothing. Nothing. We are the connection to real Islam. We are the connection. Don't ever come and teach me about when to say I'm Muslim and when to say I'm Shia. You stick to your day job in your field, and I'll stick to my day job in my field. We didn't want divisions of Sunni and Shia. Who wants divisions? You think I want divisions? I'd rather see Muslims all live together in peace and happiness. But instead, the Saqifa clan caused this division. Same way that calf was worshipped when Moses had guided them. Wallah al-Azim, Rasulullah not even died, properly buried, and already there's a group who are like, well, Bani Israel maybe weren't that bad. And that's why the Shia, however little numbers they were, they still held on to respecting Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen. And it doesn't matter if there was 3 of them or 5 of them. They shaved their heads, they got ready. At Jamal, they got ready. At Safin, they got ready. At Nahrawan, they got ready. With Imam al-Hasan, they got ready. And they would bring up their kids on the wilayah of Ali. And they tell their kids, whatever happens, you protect Ali's wilayah, you are protecting the Islam of Rasulullah. Because Ali ibn Abi Talib is the mirror of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi. And no one done this better than al-Baneen. al-Baneen, mother of Abbas alayhi salam. The way that lady, if you want to know the meaning of a proper Muslim lady, is that she brought up her sons on Risala and on Wilayah. Yes? Her sons, all of them, they were brought up that Islam is complete with the Risala of Rasulullah and the Wilayah of Ali. That is Islam. Everything else is not. And that you must give everything away to protect the message of Ahlul Bayt. And you must give everything away to protect Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. And that's why when you look at the 10th of Muharram, you found 4 graduates from the University of al-Baneen. Yes? Abbas and his brothers on that 10th of Muharram, they highlighted to you that there's no way the pure Islam was going to be destroyed by Hind's grandchildren. That was never going to happen. That Hind's grandchildren and the Saqifa clan and their lovers, they all tried on that day to destroy the pure Islam. Husain bin Ali showed them that with me I have people who will protect the Islam of Ghadir and the Islam of Mubahala and the Islam of Wilayah. And each one by one, they gave their lives away. But one was more difficult than the other, no doubt. Yes, without a doubt, for Abu Abdullah, seeing his brothers, his half-brothers, it was extremely difficult to let go of all of them, but especially Abbas bin Ali. Abbas bin Ali was everything to Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam. He had raised him virtually, and he had seen that he had always been there for him. He had seen that he was always ready to protect him. But Abbas bin Ali, there is something beautiful about him. If you look at him and his poetry on the 10th of Muharram, he always tries to allude first that I'm protecting Rasulullah, Amir al-Mu'mineen. He doesn't just say I'm protecting Imam al-Husayn alayhi salam. He would always mention that also it's our role to give our nafs to who? To Imam Ali and to Rasulullah, because that's the connection to pure Islam. One of his lines when they all came to surround him, while he was near the Furat, he had got to the Furat, he wanted to bring the water back to the tents. Why? Because the daughters of Rasulullah began to cry, and some were screaming from fear of what had happened. One had seen Qasim fall next to them. Another saw Akbar trampled all over the place. The fear had overtaken them, and the mouths, the lips were dry. Abu al-Fadl, of course, wanted to defend them, but Abu Abdullah had told him, go out and bring them some water if you can. When he came there, he looked at that water, that cold water of the Furat. If you want to see pure Islam, look at Abbas bin Ali at that moment. Pure Islam is to ensure that Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt, if they are thirsty, how dare I drink? My life is them. My religion is them. He picked up that water. When he turned around, my dear brothers and sisters, he looked around him. The enemy soldiers were all there. The lines that he said were lines that highlighted, that he had made clear, that my nafs is to Islam, my nafs is to Rasulullah. La arhabul mawta idha al-mawt ruqa hatta uwara fil masaliti luqa nafsi لنفس الطهر الطاهر وقى إني أنا العباس أغدو بالثقة Al-Abbas bin Ali, that graduate of Wilaya, he came back, he saw all of them around him. He fought valiantly against all of them. They were trying to surround him from every angle. Why? Because they knew if the man gets back to the tent, then Al Muhammad will be stronger than they ever been before. They tried to approach him from every angle. All of a sudden, a man came and attacked the right arm of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam. All of you who want to go to Karbala, tonight this is your night. If you have a mannat tonight, this is your night. If you have hajat, this is Bab al-Hawa'ij. Any of you who have hajat, this is your night, yes? When he struck him on the right arm, Abu al-Fadl called out, Wallah inqata'tum yamini inni uhami abadan an dini wa an imamin sadiq al-yaqini najl al-nabi al-tahir al-amini. Abbas bin Ali, his mother had taught him, whatever you do, don't let Abu Abdullah down. Because of those thoughts in his head, he took as much as he can with him. He only had one arm left, yes, but he saw that they were trying to attack him. Then all of a sudden a man came, yes, and struck the left arm of Abu al-Fadl. The hadith, what do they say? They say he tried to hold on to the flask with his mouth, yes, but imagine the scene. He can't even see where he's going now properly, because all of a sudden they've surrounded him. Umar bin Sa'ad turned around to Harmala bin Kal and said to him, strike the eye of Abu al-Fadl. The moment they struck the eye of Abu al-Fadl had lost completely his eyesight, yes. He couldn't see what was happening. The blood was all over his face. Normally when someone falls from their horse, they fall with their arms in front of them. Abbas fell, his arms not there. Imagine that sight, your brother on the ground. Imagine that sight. It was at that moment he called out, Sayyidi Abu Abdullah, come to me. And then what did he say? Don't kill me. I just want to bid farewell to my master. The next scene is the one that breaks all of our hearts. Abu Abdullah coming near the body of Abu al-Fadl. He picked up the head of Abu al-Fadl, and then Abu al-Fadl moved him, and then he picked up the head and he moved the head again. He said to him, why? He said to him, you lift my head now. Who's gonna take your head in a moment? Both of them in their final conversation had something to say to each other. This final narration breaks our hearts. Imagine what would two brothers say to each other. Imagine what is in their thoughts. As for Abu al-Fadl, he said that don't take me back. I told Sukaina I'd bring her water. Don't take me back. Zainab's alone. Yes. As for Abu Abdullah, what were his words? Just once I want you to say, my brother, when you talk to me. Matam al-Husayn, ya Husayn. या हुसैन
हमको पानी ना मिले तेरी खुशबू तो रहे तेरे बाजू ना कटे चाहे मशकी जाच दे ये मगर हो ना सका तेरे बाजू है जुदा मुझ पे है तशना लबे तू ना आया गाज़ी और कितनी बेबस थी बहन ऐ شہنشاہ وفا نام لے لے کے میرا جب یہ ظالم نے کہا ناز تھا جس پہ تجھے اب بلاؤ نہ اسے اور میں روتی رہی اور قید خانے میں قضا جب سکینہ کو ملی ہائے دیکھ کرتے کا کفن بچی دفنائی گئی اس گھڑی نام تیرا صورت ناد علی بس میں دہراتی رہی تو نایا غازی آیا علم عباس کا سر پیٹ کے بولے حرم آیا علم عباس کا مل کے پڑھے سر پیٹ کے بولے حرم آیا علم کا پنجہ نظر جب آ گیا ہنس کر سکینہ نے کہا بے آب تھے بے تاب ہم آیا علم عباس کا سر پیٹ کے بولے حرم آیا کا مشکیزہ بنت شاہ کا چوبے علم سے ہے بندھا کس شان سے اے اہل غم آیا علم عباس کا سر پیٹ کے آیا کا واقف سکینہ ہوئے گی کیا کیا تڑپ کر روئے گی واقف سکینہ ہوئے گی کیا کیا تڑپ کر روئے گی اب کیوں نہ ہو باچشم نم آیا علم عباس کا سر پیٹ کے بولے عباس کا مارا گیا تیرا چچا جان اپنی کی تجھ پر فدا دینے کو درد و رنج و غم آیا علم عباس کا سر پیٹ کے بولے حرم آیا علم یا عباس 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 مل کے نام مولا یا عباس دل سینے میں جب تک ہے بھولے گا نہ غم تیرا آ دیکھ میرے غازی اونچا ہے علم تیرا مل کے آ دیکھ میرے غازی ماشاءاللہ اونچا ہے علم تیرا دیکھ میرے غازی تیرا دل سینے میں جب تک ہے مل کے دل سینے میں جب تک ہے بھولے گا نہ غم تیرا دیکھ اونچا ہے علم تیرا دیکھ میرے غازی اونچا ہے زینب کی دعا بن کر ایک وقت وہ آئے گا زینب کی دعا بن کر ایک وقت وہ آئے گا ہر گھر میں سجا ہوگا عباس علم تیرا دل سینے میں جب تک ہے بھولے گا نہ غم تیرا دیکھ میرے غازی اونچا ہے علم تیرا جیو ماتمی اونچا ہے علم تیرا دیکھ ہے علم تیرا آ جاتی ہے زہرا بھی زینب بھی زیارت کو آ جاتی ہے زہرا بھی زینب بھی زیارت کو جب 8 محرم کو اٹھتا ہے علم تیرا دل سینے میں جب تک ہے بھولے گا نہ غم تیرا دیکھ میرے غازی اونچا ہے علم تیرا دیکھ مرحبا اونچا ہے علم تیرا بلند آواز ماشاءاللہ دیکھ میرے جیو ماتمی تیرا تابوت جب اٹھتا ہے شبیر کا غازی تابوت جب اٹھتا ہے شبیر کا غازی تابوت کے آگے بھی چلتا ہے علم تیرا دل سینے میں جب تک ہے بھولے گا نہ غم تیرا دیکھ میرے غازی اونچا ہے علم تیرا دیکھ میرے غازی اونچا ہے علم تیرا دیکھ میرے اونچا ہے علم تیرا یا حسین
عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہائے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہائے میری غربت کا ہے آغاز میری غربت کا ہے آغاز ذرا دیکھا کہ کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہے تیرے بازو ہی اصل میں تو میری چادر تھے تیرے بازو ہی اصل میں تو میری چادر تھے اب کہاں ڈھونڈوں تیرے بازو اب کہاں ڈھونڈوں تیرے بازو میں بھیا جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا سب مل کے خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہائے لٹ گئی چادر تطہیر برہنا سر یوں لٹ گئی چادر تطہیر برہنا سر ہوں منہ کو بالوں سے چھپایا ہے منہ کو بالوں سے چھپایا ہے ذرا دیکھا کہ کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہائے میری غربت کا ہے آغاز میری غربت کا ہے آغاز ذرا دیکھا کہ کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ سب مل کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہائے تیرے بازو ہی اصل میں تو میری چادر تھے تیرے بازو ہی اصل میں تو میری چادر تھے اب کہاں ڈھونڈوں تیرے بازو اب کہاں ڈھونڈوں تیرے بازو میں بھیا جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ سب مل کے پڑھو دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہائے ساتھ بابا کے گئی کو فیکی ملکہ بن کے ساتھ بابا کے گئی کو فیکی ملکہ بن کے کون تعظیم کرے گا کون تعظیم کرے گا میری کوفے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے ہائے تیرے بازو ہی اصل میں تو میری چادر تھے تیرے بازو ہی اصل میں تو میری چادر تھے اب کہاں ڈھونڈوں تیرے بازو اب کہاں ڈھونڈوں تیرے بازو میں بھیا جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر دے جا کے کون عباس کو دریا پہ خبر یا حسین یا حسین
یا حسین یا حسین بیٹا ہے تو علی کا زہرا کی تو دعا ہے شبیر تیرا کا ام البنین ماں ہے بیٹا ہے تو علی کا زہرا کی تو دعا ہے شبیر تیرا کا ام البنین ماں ہے ہر صورت و چلن میں حیدر سے نہ جدا ہے تا حشر تجھ سے قائم دنیا میں بس وفا ہے ابا صبا 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 تیرے علم کو تھامے ہر شخص کہہ رہا ہے مظلوم کربلا کا زینب کا واسطہ ہے پردیسی کوئی ایسا پردیس میں نہ اجڑے صدقے میں اس کے جس کا گھر بار لٹ گیا ہے ابا صبا 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 اس وقت جب کہ زینب دربار میں گئی تھی قاری نمازیوں سے محفل سجی ہوئی تھی ہے ظالم یہ پوچھتا تھا غازی تیرا کہاں ہے بالوں سے منہ چھپائے زینب یہ کہہ رہی تھی آپا صبا 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 شام غریبہ میں جس کا کرتا جل گیا ہے کانوں سے بالیاں بھی ہائے شمرے لے گیا ہے اس بے بسی سے مولا بچی کوئی نہ ترسے فرش عزا پہ رو کر ہر دل یہ کہہ رہا ہے ابا صبا 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 دل کی مراد غازی تیرے علم سے پائے روتی ہوئی جو مائے تیرے علم پہ آئے ہے زہرا کے درد پہلو کا دیتی ہے واسطہ فیضا کی کنیزی میں میرا بھی نام آئے ابا
صبا 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 اس وقت جب کہ زینب دربار میں گئی تھی قاری نمازیوں سے محفل سجی ہوئی تھی ہے ظالم یہ پوچھتا تھا غازی تیرا کہاں ہے بالوں سے منہ چھپائے زینب یہ کہہ رہی تھی ابا صبا 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 یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا عباس 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 یا عباس
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات سورة المبارك الفاتحة بسم الله.
السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين، وعلى 9 المعصومين من ذريتك علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة بن الحسن أجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم قل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. لبيك يا حسين.